My first voting experience was in 1984. And when I went in to vote, at that time, there was no accessible machines in my area in order to vote. So my father had to go in with me to the voting booth, and he had to assist in reading and marking the ballot. And even though I realize that it was a relative, my father, of course, it still, having my father mark the ballot made me feel uncomfortable, because at that time, there were certain candidates that I knew he was voting for, and there was candidates that I wanted to vote for, and having to do this in front of him did end up making me feel uncomfortable. Now, after the voting experience, of course, Dad supported what I did, and he told me that he was glad that I used my own mind, made my own decisions, and voted the way I wanted to. But still, it was an uncomfortable feeling, because as a child, even though you're an adult child of a parent, you still don't want to cause any disappointment. And also I thought, even going in, because people might say, well, doing that with a stranger would be a lot easier because it wouldn't be a relative. But still, having to do that with a stranger would still make me feel uncomfortable, because you don't know that person's views. You don't know if they're marking the ballot the way you're instructing them to. And it basically comes down to, they have the right to go in and vote privately. Me, as a blind person, should have the right to go in and vote privately.
Private voting is a right. It doesn't require sight. The National Federation of the Blind, NFBMO.org.